अस्सलामुअलैकुम स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर चैप्टर नंबर 4 सेल्स एंड टिश्यूज़ के। इसको हमने लाइक 1 2 3 4 डिफरेंट पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर लिया है। पहले जो हम क्वेश्चन आंसर शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कस करेंगे वो उनका टॉपिक है माइक्रोस्कोपी एंड इमर्जेंस ऑफ सेल थ्योरी। तो इसके क्वेश्चंस आप लोग देख लीजिए। व्हाट इज माइक्रोस्कोप? डिफाइन माइक्रोस्कोपी। Who first invented the compound microscope? What is micrograph? Define magnification. Define resolution. What is resolution of human eye? How magnification and resolution can be increased? What is the difference between TEM and SEM? What do you mean by LM1009X? What do you mean by EM50000X? What is the contribution of Robert Hooke? Describes discovery of cell theory. What is the contribution of John Hooke? What is the contribution of Robert Brown? What is the contribution of Schleiden? What is the contribution of Theodore Schwann? What is the contribution of Rodolphe Virchow? What is the contribution of Louis Pasteur? Who proposed cell theory? What are features of cell theory? What are subcellular or acellular particles? Now, second part is cellular structure and functions. What are functions of cell wall? What are plasmodesmata? Explain chemical composition of cell wall. Why cell membrane is called as semi-permeable? What is chemical composition of cell membrane? Explain fluid mosaic model. What is the difference between cell membrane and plasma membrane? What are microtubules? What are microfilaments? What is nuclear envelope? What is chromatin? What is nucleolus? What is the function of ribosome? What are ribosome? What is the function of mitochondria? Also draw diagram. What are chloroplast? What are chromoplast? What are leucoplast? What is the difference between smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum? Explain structure of Golgi apparatus. Explain the working of a lysosome. Explain the structure of a centriole. What is centrosome? What is the difference between food and contractile vacuole? Write two differences between prokaryotes and eukaryotic cell. Explain cell as an open system. Now, third part of this chapter, passage of molecules into and out of cells. Number 1, define diffusion. What is difference between diffusion and osmosis? Define facilitated diffusion. What is passive transport? Define osmosis. What is tonicity? What is the difference between hypotonic and hypertonic solution? What happens when an animal cell is placed in hypotonic solution? What happens when an animal cell is placed in hypertonic solution? What happens when a plant cell is placed in hypotonic solution? What happens when a plant cell is placed in hypertonic solution? Define turgor pressure. What is turgor? What is turgid cell? Define plasmolysis. Discuss role of osmosis in the turgidity of guard cell. Explain application of semi-permeable membrane. Define filtration. Define active transport. What is endocytosis? What is exocytosis? What is the difference between phagocytes and pinocytes? Now, the fourth part of chapter number 4, animal and plant tissues. स्टूडेंट्स इसको भी चेक कर लेते हैं. राइट द 4 मेजर categories of animal tissues. What is squamous epithelium? What is cuboidal epithelium? What is columnar epithelium? What is ciliated columnar epithelium? What is stratified squamous epithelium? What are adipose tissues? Name 3 types of muscles. What are skeletal muscles? What are smooth muscles? What are cardiac muscles? What are nervous tissues? What are simple tissues? Describe characters of meristematic tissues. What is the difference between apical and lateral meristem? What is the difference between primary and secondary growth? What is intercellulary meristem? What are permanent tissues? What are the function of epidermal tissue? What are the characteristics of ground tissues? What are the function of ground tissues? What are collenchyma tissues? What are sclerenchyma tissues? What are vessel elements? What are sieve tube cells? What is the difference between xylem and phloem? So these all are the short question answer of chapter number 4, cells and tissues. इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट वीडियो में हम डिस्कस करेंगे लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन आंसर ऑफ चैप्टर नंबर 4. अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा. अस्सलाम वालेकुम, जज़ाकुमुल्लाहु खैर. अस्सलाम वालेकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू. अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स, हम आज की वीडियो में डिस्कस करेंगे लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन आंसर चैप्टर नंबर 4 सेल्स एंड टिश्यूज़ के. तो इसको स्टार्ट करते हैं. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 जो है वो है राइट ए नोट ऑन लाइट माइक्रोस्कोप, राइट ए नोट ऑन इलेक्ट्रॉन माइक्रोस्कोप, describe the history of formulation of cell theory, write a note on subcellular or acellular particles, write a note on cell wall, write a note on cell membrane, write a note on cytoplasm, write a note on cytoskeleton, write a note on nucleus, write a note on ribosome, write a note on mitochondria, write a note on plastids, write a note on chloroplast, write a note on endoplasmic reticulum, write a note on Golgi apparatus, write a note on lysosome, write a note on centriole, write a note on vacuole, differentiate between eukaryotes and prokaryotes, describe relationship between cell function and cell structure, write a note on cell size and surface area to volume ratio, write a note on diffusion, write a note on facilitated diffusion, write a note on osmosis, explain water balance problem, discuss role of osmosis in the turgidity of guard cells, write a note on filtration, write a note on active transport, write a note on endocytosis and exocytosis, write a note on epithelial tissues, write a note on connective tissues, write a note on muscle tissues, write a note on nervous tissues, write a note on simple tissues, write a note on meristematic tissues, write a note on permanent tissues, write a note on epidermal tissues, write a note on guard tissues, write a note on support tissues and write a note on compound tissues. स्टूडेंट्स आप इसमें देख भी सकते हैं ज़्यादा जो पूरे क्वेश्चन आंसर हैं ये एक्चुअली जो बेस कर रहे हैं वो शॉर्ट नोट की फॉर्म में है. शॉर्ट नोट से लाइक एक आसानी ये भी होती है कि जब हम शॉर्ट नोट की प्रिपरेशन करते हैं तो उसके ज़रिए हमारे एक तो ऑब्जेक्टिव्स की बहुत ज़्यादा तैयारी हो जाती है और फिर इसके ज़रिए हम अपने शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आंसर्स को भी कवर कर लेते हैं. तो इसीलिए आपने देखा होगा कि बेसिकली ज़्यादातर ये शॉर्ट नोट्स पर ही मुश्तमिल है. ठीक है, ये तकरीबन हम सारी चीज़ें अपने वीडियोस में डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. तो कोई क्वेश्चन अगर आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा हो इसमें तो आप वीडियोस देख सकते हैं. अपना बहुत ख्याल रखिएगा. इंशाल्लाह अगली वीडियो के साथ दोबारा मिलेंगे. अस्सलाम वालेकुम व रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातुहू.